Gainesville, Georgia is going through some major growth and development, and it was recently named as one of HGTV's best cities for 2025, and it made Southern Living's list of cities on the rise for 2025. Hi, I'm Sarah Maslowski with KeyPoint Homes Group, a local real estate agent that lives right here in the Northeast Metro Atlanta area, and I help people from all over relocate right here to Gainesville. So let's dig into what makes Gainesville so special. For starters, Gainesville has gone through quite a bit of growth and development over the past few years. Gainesville is over 34 square miles, so it has a very large physical footprint, which makes it perfect for growth and development because we have so much land here available for growth and development. Here in the downtown area in Gainesville, it has also gone through quite a bit of a transformation over the past couple of years, with over $318 million in private investment here in the downtown area. It is the perfect place to come and enjoy with your family, friends. Come out here for a date night. There are so many great restaurants and shops that you can take advantage of, and it's truly become a destination that the residents here in Gainesville are really taking advantage of. The vibe here on a weekend night is just so great, and the community really gathers around the square for lots of different events throughout the year, like the lighting of the chicken. Yes, Gainesville hosts a lighting of the chicken at Christmas because we are known as the poultry capital of the world. Not only has there been a lot of development in the downtown area itself, but also all throughout the county. Gainesville is located in Hall County, and one of the big economic development forces here in Hall County has been its strong labor market. One of the biggest employers here in the area are things having to do with like manufacturing, education, and healthcare. Not only has Gainesville made a huge investment into the downtown area, but they've also expanded into what's known as the Midland Greenway. And this is just off of the square here in downtown. And they've really transformed this, what was a once kind of dead space, into this amazing greenway space that is home to a really fantastic park. They're also working on future development projects to bring in like a ongoing food truck park, which will really make this a destination for families and people in the area to come and enjoy as well. One of the things really helping contribute to the strong growth and development here in Gainesville is the strong labor market. Gainesville is home to over 47 Fortune 500 firms and has a strong presence with over 300 manufacturing firms here in the Gainesville, Hall County area. You also have healthcare as a large major employer here in the area. So you have tons of great job opportunities here, and businesses that are looking to grow or relocate here have a really strong labor market to choose from as well, which really helps contribute to this thriving economic hub that is located here in Gainesville. One of those medical centers is Northeast Georgia Health System, which is based here in Gainesville, and they also have a satellite location over in Brazelton, but it is by far the biggest, largest healthcare employer here in Hall County. They have a massive, beautiful healthcare system in Gainesville. They're also a level 1 trauma center as well, so you don't have to worry about having access to great healthcare if you live here in Gainesville. Gainesville's location also makes it really attractive for both businesses and residents. As someone who moved to Gainesville over 11 years ago, I have to say that this location is one of my favorite things about being here. Gainesville is located 50 miles north of Atlanta, which makes it quite easy to get down into the city for, things like concerts and sporting events and, the things that you want to have great access to, but you don't necessarily want to be around all of that crazy traffic or pay the high prices for housing that comes along with it. You also have really great access to 985, which is right next to Gainesville, and it takes you right down into the city. So if you have to, take a job down outside of Gainesville, you have really easy access to the interstate system, which makes it easy for commuting. Now, one of my favorite things about Gainesville is that as you're driving around, sometimes depending upon where you're at in the city, you're going to get a glimpse of the Blue Ridge Mountains. The mountains, when you get a little bit bored or if you're seeking some adventure, you have so many great things right at your fingertips being right here in Gainesville. Now, another thing that I love about living here in the area, and that I think so many people like about living here too, is that you are so close to so many other amazing towns. You've got Athens, which is only a 45-minute drive away from here, which has fantastic restaurants, obviously home to UGA, so you can take advantage to all those wonderful athletic events that happen over there. You are also just 20-30 minutes away from towns like Beaufort and Cumming and Duluth, which are south of Gainesville, and it offers so many more opportunities for checking out restaurants of different cuisines or going to places like Costco. Now, Gainesville here is going to have all the normal restaurants and stores that you would need when it comes to big box things like Lowe's and Home Depot and, Marshall's, Home Goods. We have all of that covered. And it's so great that you have access to bigger places like Beaufort to go to the Mall of Georgia. Now, speaking of the mall, later in the video, I'm going to share with you a very exciting development that is happening to Gainesville that is going to be a great addition to this area. Not only do you have a really fantastic location for getting on the interstate or proximity to all these other great cities around, but Gainesville sits on the eastern shoreline of Lake Lanier, and this is by far one of my favorite things about living here. You can take advantage of not only the beautiful scenery of Lake Lanier, which is one of Georgia's largest man-made lakes, but there's so many great public parks here that offer access to the lake, whether it's for day use and you want to put in a boat, go out kayaking, or if you want to bring the family for a picnic lakeside or enjoy one of the public beaches on Lake Lanier, you can take advantage of that. All right, so listen, if you're enjoying this video and you want to know what it's like moving to North Georgia, make sure you've liked and subscribed to our channel. We put out new videos every single week. Not only do we continue to see a major influx of new housing developments and businesses coming to the area, but there are some major developments that are in the works that I am so excited about. The first one is the redevelopment of the Lakeshore Mall. Now, you probably have a mall like this in your town where it's completely dead. No one goes there and it's like a ghost town inside. However, there is a developer that has plans to completely raze down the current location and build this massive live, work, play outdoor shopping center. Now, if you've ever been over to Alpharetta and checked out the Avalon over there, it is the same developers that are behind that project are developing the Lakeshore Mall here. So it is going to be fantastic. It's going to feature over 35,000 square feet of outdoor green space. It's going to have over a 100-room hotel on site, including 80 townhomes and over 350 apartments. Now, the best thing, 300,000 square feet of retail space. And I can tell you, this is like the missing piece to what Gainesville needs for it to be absolutely perfect. So excited about this. They're breaking ground on this next year. It'll take about 2 years to complete, but it is going to be well worth the wait. Another fantastic development that is in the works is a luxury lakeside resort. Now, I've often wondered, why don't more businesses take advantage of Lake Lanier and have businesses actually on the lake? Part of that has to do with a lot of bureaucracy and red tape that's involved with the government in terms of having businesses there, but I'm so excited. This was announced and they're going to break ground for this and hope to have it open in 2028. It's going to feature over 177 rooms there with 7 cottages and also 28 estate-size homes that are going to be here in this resort area. They're also going to feature an event space, and I'm sure they're going to have fantastic amenities. Gainesville has a need for some more hotels that are a little bit more on the mid-range to the upper end scale. Here at the Square, Courtyard Marriott recently opened up, which is fantastic with a wonderful rooftop space as well. But this luxury resort is going to be a fantastic addition to Gainesville, and I cannot wait to see what that looks like. What was once the bridge to nowhere is now the bridge to somewhere. Just over this bridge, there used to be a desolate, vacant, empty lot, and it honestly was a huge eyesore for the city. Now there is tons of growth and development just over this bridge, featuring an apartment complex with over 800 great rental units and great restaurants and shops just over this bridge. Now, this is a fantastic location. We often get people that reach out saying hey, I want to live somewhere that is walkable. And this is a perfect space to live, especially if you are open to apartment living. This is going to be a fantastic location that provides that great walkability, giving you access to downtown Gainesville. In addition to having a lot of wonderful apartment options, Gainesville remains one of the most affordable metro areas here in Northeast Metro Atlanta. The average or median home price rather of a home here in Gainesville is just under $400,000. The great thing is that if you are looking for new construction options, there are a ton of great new construction developments here in Gainesville to choose from. And there's also tons of great established neighborhoods where you can find homes on bigger lots. So some of the major new developments that are happening here in Gainesville that I'm most excited about is this brand new development called Gainesville Township. It's going to end up being over 2,400 residential units, and that's a combination of townhomes, single-family homes, and its own dedicated 55+ section for this neighborhood as well. This master plan community has amazing amenities that they are in the process of building. We're talking about multiple pools in the neighborhood, multiple tennis, pickleball courts, and you have the benefit of just outside of the neighborhood is a large recreational facility for Hall County called the Coop, which houses soccer fields and baseball fields. So practically you can go to your child's soccer game and back home without really ever leaving the neighborhood. You can even have your kid go to school without really even leaving the neighborhood because there's an elementary school right at the entrance to this neighborhood. Now, not only is Gainesville Township in the process of being developed, and that project is going to take years, there is another big development called the Lake Society that is just breaking ground, and so it's just in the development phase. They haven't gotten any homes off the ground yet in this community, but it's going to be over 211 acres just on Lake Lanier. They're going to have RV storage on site, and so this is going to be a massive neighborhood development that is going to be perfect for living on the lake, but having such close proximity to Gainesville. It's just off of Highway 53 with very easy access to grocery stores like Publix and Home Depot, Lowe's, everything right there at your fingertips. Another new construction development that you need to know about, especially if you are a retiree, is a new active adult community by David Weekley that is just breaking ground. This neighborhood is going to feature over 500 residential units, and this is unique. It's going to feature both townhomes, condos, and single-family homes. One great perk about living in Gainesville, Hall County that most people don't realize is that the overall effective property tax rate here is a lot lower than some of the other surrounding counties, especially when you look at Gwinnett or Jackson County, which is where Brazelton is located. The effective property tax rate here is just under 1%. And it gets even better if you are a senior, because once you reach the age of 70, you are exempt from 100% of the school portion of the property tax bill, which accounts for almost 60% of the property tax bill here. So that equals a ton of savings for you once you reach those golden years of retirement. There is so much to love about Gainesville and the strong economic development that's taken place here, to the small town charm, but still giving you all the access to the things that you need, including affordable housing. If you're thinking about making a move here to the Northeast Metro Atlanta, I would love to be your real estate agent. You can find my information directly below this video. Reach out, we'll schedule a call and start getting the work you planned. Now, if you are interested in another up-and-coming city, make sure you check out this video on coming next.